Bagels. Bagels. I'm going to show you how to make some easy bagels. In a large bowl, you need to add a half a tablespoon of active dry yeast because we need to get it active. Then you're going to add a half a tablespoon of sugar. The sugar feeds the yeast. Next, you're going to add 1 cup of lukewarm water and just allow your water yeast sugar mixture to bloom for 5 minutes. It just means it's going to get foamy. And after 5 minutes of allowing your yeast mixture to bloom, you can see it's foamy and active. Now you need to add in 1 tablespoon of oil. You can also use melted butter, but just allow that butter to cool before you add it. Add in 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So just mix it in. Before you mix it completely up, you want to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Just sprinkle it over. Mix it up to form your dough. And now you just want to knead your dough. You can do this on a floured surface or even in a stand mixer. And after a few minutes of kneading, you should have a smooth dough ball like this. And when you press it, see how it slowly comes back? That's what you're looking for. Now you need to proof your dough ball. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of oil in the same bowl and just oil it up a little bit and then flip it over just so that dough ball is a little oiled up too. Now cover it and let it proof for 1 hour until it doubles in size. And after you let your bagel dough rise, it should be double in size like this. I'm gonna separate this into 12 different pieces. You want your bagels a little bigger, then you just make them into 8. I like to weigh out mine about 2 ounces a piece. So that way I can get an even amount. Now form your bagels. Take one of your dough pieces and form it into a dough ball. Just like that. Now you wanna make a hole in the center of the ball and stretch it out about 2 inches. Just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, they're homemade. Now place it on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and just continue to do this with all your dough. And this is how they look after you form all your bagels. Now you need to cover it and let it rest for another 30 minutes. And just before the bagels are finished rising, you want to get a large pot of water, add 1 teaspoon of salt and bring it to a boil. And when the bagels are finished rising and the water is boiling, you want to take a bagel or 2 and just dip it in the water and let it cook for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you're gonna flip it over and let it cook for another 30 seconds. And just drain out the bagel and put it on your pan. Continue to do this with all your bagels. When you have all your bagels boiled, you just wanna get an egg and then about a teaspoon of water and just whip it together. And then you wanna brush all your bagels with some egg wash. After an egg wash, you can top them with some poppy seeds like I did or some sesame seeds, or just keep them plain. And then bake them at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. And now that the bagels are finished baking, you just need to allow them to cool before you slice them. And after you've allowed them to cool a little bit, this is how they look. You can slice these and toast them up, freeze them if you want for a longer storage, but just like that, you have homemade